fucking gunners. You guys want to see my scar? Or is that too far? No, I haven't seen weapons yet. I'm going to. All right, look away if you're squeamish. Not that bad. Not that bad. No, it's gotten much better. Where's your Aussie tattoo? You know what's fucked up, Paul, is I got the Aussie tattoo and then the scar now covers it up. Yeah. So dump truck alert, dude, my ass used to be bigger. Like, I need you guys to understand. I need you guys to understand one thing about me. I wasn't trolling in the past when I said my lower body resembled that of an Olympic athlete. My upper body, God knows what's going on. My lower body resembled that of an Olympic athlete, of an Olympian, right? That includes the ass. But now we're working our way back to it, man. I mean, the difference between my right and left leg is just insane. And we're working our way back. And they said it might take a full year. But yay, every day is a process, baby. Every day we get better. You know, the thing about PT, we had 150,000 views on a recent Slightly Biased Clips TikTok. Wait, what? Dude, I texted you, B. I was like, dude, the Slightly Biased TikTok's not doing half bad. Oh, you posted. Oh, that's right. All right, guys, I found the hack to TikTok, man. I found the hack to TikTok. But real quick, let me finish what I was saying. The thing about physical therapy that I hadn't like processed, right? Because I was worried that it was gonna hurt and stuff. Doesn't really hurt. It definitely doesn't hurt my ankle. Like, my ankle doesn't hurt at all during physical therapy, which is what I thought would be. I've never done physical therapy before. But you know, they make it an explicit point. They're like, yeah, we're not going to hurt you. We don't want your ankle to hurt. That means bad stuff's happening. So we're not going to push you to like an ankle. Is that what I think it is? Forehead looks a little big today. Anyways, NBA Central news. Okay. I'll look at it in a second. My knee definitely felt sore, but never hurt. Yeah, it doesn't hurt. Like, I honestly, in my brain, I thought I'd walk into physical therapy and they'd be like, all right, sit on the chair. They'd just take my ankle and just be like, that's what I thought for some reason. Now, that's not what happened. What does hurt is everything else. Like, that's what's funny is every other thing in my leg hurts. Not like hurt, but like a sore, right? My calf gets sore. My hamstrings are sore. My glutes, my foot, bro. My foot is so fucking sore after I'm like on it all day or like working out with it or stuff. So much so that I thought I had a fractured foot. Like I actually, and here's the thing about me is I realized I'm a hypochondriac. So this type of shit's horrible for me. But I thought, I was like, dude, I think I have a fractured foot. And my PT was like, what? I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, it feels fucked up. And he's like, you don't realize how many muscles are in your feet. And they're just sore. And I was like, oh, shit. Maybe. But you want to know what made me think that was the Derrick Henry fiasco. That's what, or not Derrick Henry, Derek Lively fiasco. That's what made me think that. Maybe I had a secret hidden fracture in my foot. But that being said, the thing about PT that I didn't think about, it's not bad. Everyone says PT's bad. PT's just like working out. I don't know. So if you hate going to the gym, you hate working out, yeah, I could see how PT sucks. What it is though is it's fucking demoralizing. It's so demoralizing. That's what it is. It's depressing, right? I'm in there, bro. I can't do a calf raise on one foot. Like I can't do a right foot calf raise. I just can't. I can't do it right now. And it's just like the most demoralizing shit. I'm doing Romanian deadlifts, weightless, and like struggling a little bit. Man, I used to, like in my peak, I could do pretty fucking heavy weight with those. I'm doing leg extensions with no weight on. Guys, I'm not trolling when I tell you this, and you guys might not believe me. Hold on, let me do the calculations. I forgot what it was. It's either leg presses. I can either do 6 plates on each side or 8. I forgot which one it was. Right before my injury, I was pushing big weight. Now I'm doing them with no weight on each side from 2 months of doing nothing. Isn't that insane? Two months. That's it. 2 months of doing nothing and you lose everything. I know someone that sells TRT if you need anything. I'll probably do TRT at some point in my life. I mean, straight up, I'm just being honest with you. Don't really want to do it right now that I have hair. Yeah, whatever happened to your injury, B-Dot. Getting wheelchaired isn't great either. Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy that, you know, you can, it feels like you can make so much progress. It takes so long to make progress in terms of like adding on muscle, gaining strength. And it takes no time at all to lose that all, pretty much. Train muscle playing on the top of my foot. It happened, I guess it happened playing basketball. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out how I feel about this music. I do like it. Kind of a little muscle or bone injuries. Which one is worse? Well, anything that you fucked up, anything you fuck up that includes a ligament is going to be the worst thing by far. Bone injuries, I broke my which is what my ankle injury became a problem, was because I had ligament damage and why I needed surgery. I broke my arm, or not my arm, my hand playing baseball in high school. No ligament damage or anything. They threw a cast on that shit. I came back a few weeks later. They took it off, and that was it. I literally, and I didn't need anything else. They didn't even do a follow up or anything. So like a broken bone isn't that bad. Like anything with ligament damage, really bad. Really bad, right? Lower back pain here from squats. Yeah, I mean, I stretch regularly to avoid back pain because that's fucking nightmare fuel. All right, hey, slightly biased empire is growing. Guys, I figured out TikTok finally. I figured out TikTok. Stop Derrick Henry from getting. This has how many? 9,000 likes. Dude, this is one of the dumbest things I've seen, bro. All right, so I'm on TikTok. Old dogs can learn new tricks. That's right. Well, I realized I keep seeing the green screen ones. I'm like, wait a second. Is the secret formula here on TikTok the less time and effort you put into it, the better. Is that it? Is TikTok one of those things? And I think the answer to that question is yes. The less effort you put into TikTok, the better. Keep videos as short as possible. Well, you guys know that's a problem for me. I had somebody ask me, and I'm going to be nice, right? But I couldn't help but think to myself, that's a dumb question, bro. I had somebody ask me if my... And again, I appreciate... Hold on, I have to do something real quick. I appreciate, wanting to consume my content in any way, shape, or form. I always do. But my big Mavs timeline video, I had somebody ask me if it was possible for that to be uploaded to Spotify in audio format. Feel like that would, I don't know, defeat the entire purpose. You know? But anyways, okay. So I'm not going to play this whole thing. But this doing well, huh? I mean, all right. Damn, 195,000 likes, 156,000 views. All of these are getting in the thousands. I mean, that's good, dude. That's good. These used to do nothing. Yeah, look, we're making progress. We are making progress here. How many am I getting on mine? So I have to look how badly my TikToks flop. I guess we've been picking up a little tiny bit. But why did yours get more than mine? I mean, the original gets half. How does that make sense? All right, I had a friend. Okay, so guys, if you don't follow, go on TikTok. I also tweeted this out, but I saw this. $1 million on the line. Which one are you picking? 1-on-1. Stop Derrick Henry from getting 10 yards on 4 tries. So by the way, I interpreted this as meaning you have 4 tries to prevent him from getting 10 yards on a carry. Not that Derrick Henry has 4 tries to get 10 total yards. Does that make sense? That's how I interpret it. If it's you have 4 tries to prevent Derrick Henry from getting 10 yards total, what a dumbass. Like, that's obviously impossible. Beat Steph Curry in a game of 21 with a 13-0 lead. Or get a hit off Paul Skeens in 25 tries. Look at the dumbasses on TikTok. And I have a theory for this. I have a conspiracy theory for this. My conspiracy theory is football fans are a little insecure because deep down, I think they know American football from a skills perspective is the easiest of the major sports by a metric fuck ton, right? By like a gigantic chasm there. There's like a gigantic chasm, right? There's a reason why in the NFL, there's players in the league who did not play football at all before playing in the NFL, right? Because obviously you have to be a physical specimen. Nobody's denying that. You have to be incredibly strong, incredibly athletic, incredibly fast. Nobody's denying any of that. But the skill involved is not where it is with the other professional sports. Let's just be honest with ourselves. So there's a little insecurity there. Guys, the easiest answer to this is so far and away Derrick Henry. It's not even close. Like, it's literally not even close to the second easiest one. It's not even remotely close. Derrick Henry will run your ass over. Yeah, fine. You have 4 tries to trip up Derrick Henry once. He can run your ass over. That's fine. He can run your ass over. But if he stumbles and falls, guess what? You win. Even if he stumbles and falls for 8 yards. All of these idiots tackling Derrick Henry 4 times way harder than beating Steph. Okay, so if that's the question, then this doesn't even make sense. So I'm supposed to do a better job at stopping Derrick Henry than professional athletes are? Because this would mean Derrick Henry averages 2.5 yards a carry. How does that make any sense at all? That I'm expected to do better against Derrick Henry than professional NFL players do? How does that make any sense? My brother Derrick Henry is running through your pace. That's fine. That's fine. You are not even coming close to beating Steph Curry in a game of 21, 13-0. First and foremost, a game of 21. I've never played a game of 21. I've never played a game of 21 that's not make it take it. Okay? I've never played a game of 21 that's not make it take it. So, all right, even if you want to bend the rules a little bit, hey, game of 21, it's not make it take it. And Steph only gets 3 dribbles and I get unlimited dribbles. You're still fucked. You have no chance of beating Steph Curry in a game of 21. 0. Are you out of your mind? Literally 0. There is 0 chance. None at all. None at all. How is the Steph one the easiest one? Have you guys ever played? All right. Look, I'm not a good basketball player, right? I fucking play pickup. Okay. Did not play at a high level at all. Have you guys ever played against a college basketball player? But you're not going to back down Steph. He's 6'3". I think the problem here is that people, the funny thing is that Steph Curry and Derrick Henry are the same fucking size. People forget how gigantic these basketball players are. But okay. So the moment you miss a shot against Steph, the game of 21's over. Assuming it's a regular game of 21 where it's make it, take it, which again is every game of 21 I've ever fucking played. It's okay. If you're not going to do make it, take it, that's fine, right? The moment you miss a shot against Steph, the game is over. It's done. It's finished. He will not miss once against you. I promise you that. He will not miss a single shot. He is not going to miss a single shot. Curry can't defend him 6'4". Curry's locking your ass up, bro. Curry has spent nearly 20 years playing NBA-level athletes and NBA skill, defending them. Not at a high level. Your only course of action is, yes, bombing away from 3. But then you'd also have to hope that Steph never once takes it seriously enough to guard you in any way, shape, or form. No, this one is actually impossible. I'm telling you right now. This one is impossible. There's no, this one is far and away the hardest one. Far and away. Genuinely. There is 0 chance you accomplish this. None. None at all. 13-0 is not even that big. Really? I'd say even if it was 19-0 and you just needed one lucky 3, I'd say, I'm not sure. 13-0 is nothing. That's nothing. No, and what I'll say about Skeens is this. You're swinging and missing every single time, but the reality of baseball is if you just put the bat on it once, it could go in a way that's beneficial for you. It could go in a way that's beneficial for you. I love the video of Luka playing one-on-one against a tall guy from Dude Perfect. Dude really thought he would score. Yeah, I mean, that video is actually a great example. That video is it because then the Dude Perfect guy play college, right? No. You don't have to run into one. Right. You're probably not going to get the bat on the ball. You're not going to get the bat on the ball. Can I tell you guys a story, actually? Right? I played baseball growing up. I thought I was pretty good. I was pretty good until reality set in, and I got, you start playing the higher level, and it's like, oh, I'm playing against guys who just got drafted. There's like my last couple years, and I was like, yeah, that guy just got picked 17th in the 17th round by the Mets. It's like, okay, clearly not at the level of these guys. But I was pretty okay. I was pretty good, right? Bro, met a Dominican. We had some Dominicans and some Cubans on our team. But I was all right. Lettered a few years. Started at a big school. We did this fun workout thing once with a machine. These machines are pretty high level, even back in the day, where you could ramp it up to where it's like simulating certain pitchers. And I forgot which one we did. But it was fucking disgusting. And like you barely even knew where the ball was going. The ball was just moving at an insane amount. My first swing, I probably took about 30, 40, 50 swings. Let's just say 50 swings. Probably took 50 swings. I swung and missed at about 47 of them. But my very first swing, just ran into it. Hit a bomb to left field. Okay? So I'm not saying you're going to do that, but I am saying all you have to do is just, like the Skeens one, you just have to get lucky. I'm not saying there's a skill thing. You just have to get lucky, guess right, and the ball hits the barrel. Or not even the barrel. The ball just bloops in to left field at 60 miles an hour exit velo. I would put this at about a 1% chance, maybe. Maybe a 1% chance. If you have anything resembling a swing. If you don't have like a swing, right? If that's not like a natural thing for you, if you didn't play baseball, you don't have like a swing, you have a 0% chance of this. I'm telling you right now, you're not making contact. Do jumping jacks? I can't jump. We're getting close though. I'm telling you that right now. We are getting close. I haven't worn my boot in a couple days. The Derrick Henry one, guys, it's fucking physics. Yes, will he run me over? Yes, probably. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I just have to trip him up for a 9-yard gain. This isn't even a fucking discussion. This is so far and away the easiest one. No, there was only 3. I feel like all of these are impossible. I think you're wondering how hard it would be for the average Joe to stop Derrick Henry because of his speed. Okay, so that's another thing I was wondering. Is this simulating, like, am I the middle linebacker or something and I have to, like, come off of a block? Because that's different. Is this an Oklahoma drill or something? If this is an Oklahoma drill, but I do agree. I don't think any of these would happen. Maybe the Skeens one has the higher chance. Now that I'm thinking about it. I used to hit homers off Skeens back in the day. Hell yeah. But like these idiots in here who's like, yeah, Steph's by far the easiest. The Steph one has a 0%. I'm telling you right now, the Steph one has a 0% chance. You will not even luck into beating Steph. You will not even luck into beating Steph. You could luck into tripping Derrick Henry up. You could luck into running into one. Or not, when I say running into one, I mean putting the fucking bat on the ball and it trickles through the infield. Like, you have a better chance of that happening. The Steph Curry one is 0. There is literally a 0% chance. It is impossible. I overestimate Steph. Guys, do I overestimate a top 10 player in the history of the NBA? Please tell me. Please tell me right now. Am I overestimating that me or anybody in this fucking chat could be the top 10 player in the history of the sport in a game of 21? Do you hear what you're saying? Do you hear what is coming out of your mouth? All we're saying is it's the easiest one. You guys are out of your mind. You guys are out of your mind. And I'm saying this as somebody who's played all three sports. Did I play football at a high level? No. Did I play basketball at a high level? No. Did I play baseball at a high level? Depends on what you call high level. You'd have to get lucky on half-court heaves. That's kind of it. You'd have to be shooting like step-back threes and get to a point where it's so deep that Steph's like not even guarding you. The hardest one is hitting a baseball. It's the hardest thing to do in all of sports. It's not even close. That's what I'm saying, David. Again, I've never played a game in 21 that's not make it take it. The moment Steph gets the ball, the game is over. You are not getting one single stop. Like, that's not even up for debate. You're not getting one single stop. I guess your only hope is he just starts bombing threes and he misses one. But if Steph wanted to just get to the rim every single time, if he wants to get to the rim every single time, he would. I just watched Playboy Max train with Jaylen Brown doing 1v1s and shit. These guys do miss. They're not Jesus. I'm sure Jaylen Brown was going his hardest against Plaque Boy Max. Only hope of beating Steph is him tearing his ACL going for a layup. I'm not going to lie. He might still beat you. So anyways, this TikTok shit's easy. What am I looking at NBA Central? Guys, the Kelly Olynyk guy will not stop talking about NBA Central. Let's look. Sacramento Kings are favorite and Russell Westbrook. Is that what it is? Is that what I'm looking at? We've heard about this for 2 months. It's about Nurkic. Bosnia coach Adis. Oh my God. Bicharagic. Nurkic is out of shape and can barely run. That is pretty funny, actually. Dude, the European coaches don't fuck around, man. I'll never forget the last Eurobasket. They literally benched Domantas Sabonis. Lithuania literally benched Domantas Sabonis late in games. Westbrook not getting a farewell tour is kind of sad. I feel like Russ has a few years left, no? The problem with Russ, though, is it's like, man, he's about to turn 37 years old. He still looks fantastic physically. I know Russ is kind of, his performance has tailed off, obviously. But his athleticism is still, I feel like Russ's longevity from an athleticism perspective is actually fucking insane when you think about it. Obviously, his like on-court performance and stuff has tailed off dramatically. But his athleticism being what it is as a 38-year-old is actually crazy. But the problem with Russ, though, is even if Russ was like, I want a retirement tour, I don't know. It's not like he's a Vince Carter or even like a Paul Pierce late in his career where it's like, yeah, I can like space the floor and be a solid vet, catch and shoot guy. You know, so like good teams, I feel like, are going to be a little hesitant. Kevin Love is reportedly wanting to go to an LA team. I mean, talk about being washed. Connor, 20 months. Normal humans have zero chance against any pro athlete. Yeah, I mean, that's true, obviously. Oh, I already know this headline's going to piss me off. Oh, I'm doing a ramble video today, by the way. The 5 most overrated moves of the offseason. Yes, seeing the Lakers here did absolutely trigger that for me. I already have one in mind. I want to hear some of y'all's. What do you guys think? What are some of the most overrated moves that have happened so far this offseason? Moves where people love, but you're like, I don't know about that one. It's kind of hard because I said this at the top of the Cooper flag and the Mavs. All right. I said this at the top of the Kelly Olynyk to the Spurs. Anything with the Clippers? I like their offseason. D-Fox contract extension is mind blowing to me. I already put that in my 5 worst. Cam Johnson, interesting. Dominating. Clippers are always a hypothetical team, so does any of it matter? But the thing, though, is the Clippers are always good. The problem is they shit and poop their pants in the playoffs because they have James Harden on their team. Like, that's the problem. But the thing is they're always good, right? Like, they always end up having a good team. Oh, by the way, I need to start saying this more. If you guys haven't liked the stream yet, make sure you do so. I've got some stuff in the pipeline. I got to say, I'm going on a podcast tomorrow. A big podcast tomorrow. I think I'm recording it tomorrow. I don't know when it's coming out. No, not Bill Simmons, but related, ex-employee. I said Olynyk getting traded from the Wizards was bad for them because they could use a rudimentary offensive hub for their young scorers. Now at the Spurs, he's battling against West Ford's bigs. Yeah, Joe Rogan. Joe hit me up, wants me to come on. Kevin O'Connor, yep, that is it, actually. KOC did hit me up. Joe Budden, I would love to go on the Joe Budden podcast. Is the Joe Budden podcast still good? I haven't listened. I haven't listened since Roy and Maul left, really. But that used to be on my. That used to be in my rotation. That used to be in my rotation. That was genuinely one of the funniest podcasts at the time. Does anybody still listen to it? The part of the thing that turns me off about the new one is like I'll see clips of it and there's like 8 people. Like there's like 8 people on there. You know? I feel like that's just pushing it. What's your dream blunt rotation NBA player edition? I don't smoke. All right. The Lakers have had opportunities to include the likes of Gabe Vincent and Jared Vanderbilt in trade packages already, but have declined to do so. Okay. All right. Sure. Okay. Marcus Morris has paid off all of his casino debt. All right. Rob Pelinka is asked, so who knows? I worry about Paige, man. I worry about her. The Nets aren't motivated to offer Cam Thomas a long-term deal, and he's likely to take the qualifying offer and hit unrestricted free agency next year. Brooklyn has not made an aggressive effort to retain Thomas on any long-term deal. Sources also say Thomas is showing an increasing interest in playing out next season on $6 million qualifier for the right to enjoy true free agency next summer. So I got to ask, what would be the difference? I know like restricted free agency can tie teams up, so like maybe they're a little bit more hesitant to throw those offer sheets. But like, what team is freeing up cap space to throw Cam Thomas a bag next summer? Here's the harsh reality, okay? You're here at the wrong time. Maybe a few years ago, you'd have gotten a bag just without thinking about it because that's just what you do. But your archetype, take a look around, man. It's been a brutally bad offseason for players like you. Brutally bad. The league has openly said, we don't value you guys one iota. Even like the top end of your archetypes in terms of like valuable contributors and like winning players like Norm Powell basically got pawned off. What price range are you taking for the Mavs? Mid-level? I mean, that's it. I'm not going a single penny over that. They value them, just not the asking price. Do they? Do they value them at all? I mean, I think Colin Sexton is like, if I'm a team that's just like, I want to win, right? I need a guard off the bench. I think I'm probably taking Colin Sexton over Cam Thomas. Probably. I'd have to think about it a little bit. He got dumped. They gave up him and a second round pick for Yusuf Nurkic. I think teams are just realizing, like, Oh, yeah, we'd much rather have Grimes, for sure, without a shadow of a doubt. Well, Giddey's actually kind of interesting. Giddey is a victim of free agency being dead. And, hey, people want to shit on the Bulls, but good for them. I think what they're doing is right. I think what they're doing is correct. In terms of playing out his restricted free agency, there's no reason to rush to a contract for him. But Giddey's different than like a Cam Thomas. But what's the problem with Giddey though is, in order to maximize Josh Giddey, the ball needs to be in his hands quite a bit. He has to kind of be like the point guard for your team. So then you have to ask the question of it being like, is he good enough for that? I did see the Giddey Warriors stuff. That's kind of interesting. I don't really get it. Weird take from me, but I'm kind of sad there won't be anyone who returns to a team like LeBron did to the Cavs and free agency anymore. I'm sure there'll come a time where there's something. They do something to bring back free agency. I mean, I love basketball. I love watching it. I get so much entertainment from just watching the league. But it is probably one of the more entertaining aspects of being an NBA fan is free agency. And it is completely dead. So, ceiling for Boston? Ceiling? I guess they can make a play-in game. Like, that would be my absolute ceiling for them. I think they're going to be fucking terrible. You want to know why? It's not even like looking at the center position and being like, what is going on? Who is playing center for them? Guys, I don't know about a whole season. A whole season of Jaylen Brown as your number one. I'm thinking about that. I'm like, the whole year? Boston could unironically use Dwight Powell bad. Yeah, honestly, yeah. I think we will see it. I think we will see a tank. Pick the 3 best players here. Primes. 3 best. Well, let's go. Let's do some eliminating. Melo's gone. AI's gone. Let's just be honest. Russ is gone right off the rip. I mean, if we're just going peaks, I think Embiid almost certainly has to be in there. Shea, Luka, Kawhi. I agree. Kawhi is a lock. Oh man, this one's actually kind of hard. Well, Kawhi's a lock. Kawhi's a lock. That goes without being said. Harden was crazy too. Chris Paul was insane. Kawhi, Harden, Luka. Damn, man. Embiid really is incredible at his peak. Kawhi, Harden, Christ, Paul. I mean, they're setting Melo up. I got to be honest with you. All right, if you just want to eliminate Embiid because of the playoff stuff, fine. But don't you kind of have to eliminate Harden then, too? Embiid is the only other one elite at defense as well here, though. This is one of the harder. This is actually a hard one. Kawhi, to me, is a lock. I feel like we have not really seen Luka and SGA peak. That's true as well. Like, we're comparing... You are comparing guys who hypothetically are not even at their peaks yet to guys who obviously we've seen most of their careers, if not all of their careers, play out. Shea and Kawhi are locks. I don't know how you would include Shea without including Luka. I mean, you could go the easy route and just be like, we haven't seen Luka and Shea's peak yet, so because of that, I'll go like Kawhi, Embiid, Harden would probably be my pick. Kawhi, Embiid, Harden. Kawhi, Embiid, Paul. But Chris Paul is absolutely in the conversation too, for sure. Never seen a team around Luka like OKC Mavs wasted his first 5 years. I mean, couldn't you make the argument then that the Thunder wasted Shea's first 5 years? I mean, they didn't do much. Luka went to a finals before Shea did. Luka went to a conference finals before Shea even went to the playoffs on a team that was Built around him, of course. Shane went to the playoffs twice. It's harder to build around Luka than Shea. I mean, the thing though is that the Mavs didn't have the luxury really of being able to slow build around Luka because they traded a pick to get move up and get Luka, which obviously was the right choice. But that prevented you from bottoming out, tanking immediately, which then led to them being uber aggressive and getting KP. So this is a good group of players. All these players are relatively close. Yeah, this one is interesting. I mean, I'd say like Melo, like let's just be honest, Melo, AI, and I would even say Russ. To me, they're a gap below everyone else, personally. The Thunder were able to tank for 4 years. Luka was too good after his rookie year. Yeah, I mean, that is true. I will say that the Thunder's roster was obviously young and intentionally so, but they did have to like basically shut Shea down for half seasons early in their like rebuild cycle. And I'm looking at it, man. The Thunder only had 2 years where they tanked, really. In both of those years, they basically had to shut Shea down for half a year. I think one of those, he broke his foot. I think the other one, if memory serves me correctly, 2021, he broke his foot. Is that right? No, I think 21-22, it was kind of like we're just going to, I think it was like an ankle injury or something. And they were like, it's better just to shut him down. Who even was on this 21-22 Thunder team? My God. Look at how many rookies are on this team. Yeah, I mean, obviously the haul they got from the Clippers too. NBA is such an interesting league. I feel like any other sport, you want your guy to be great immediately. Yeah, I mean, it's the sport that's so star-driven. So, I mean, one great top-end player is going to dramatically change your franchise. It's like you basically prevent yourself from being terrible with a top-end player. Do you see the rumors of Trae Young potentially holding out on an extension with the Hawks? I have not, no. Look at all these rookies. Aaron Wiggins, Lindy Waters, Xavier Simpson, Olivier Sarr, JRE, Trey Mann, Vit Krejci, Georgios Kalatizikas, Josh Giddey, Rob Edwards, Poku. I mean, look at this fucking roster. Yo, honestly, going from this to a championship 3 years later is pretty crazy. I have to be honest. Like 3 years later, this team's in the championship, and they didn't make any big free agency moves. It's not like they did they got a star and didn't trade or something. They got so lucky. The Thunder got so lucky. They got so lucky with J-Dub. That's really it. That's kind of where I've landed with the Thunder. They got so lucky with J-Dub. Obviously, they got incredibly lucky with Chet, but J-Dub is where they got incredibly lucky. Incredibly lucky. Yep, Isaiah Roby. No, when I say they got lucky with Chet, I mean like getting the second overall pick in that draft. Yeah, they got Caruso and Hartenstein. Yeah, I know. But I'm saying like star level players. This year they made the play-in tournament, right? Yeah, this is the year of the Mavs. Fucking horrible ass Mavs season. And then boom, 1 seed. Chad, I honestly kind of think I'm not going to lie. I'm looking at this and I'm kind of thinking, I think the shit might be cooked for a couple years at least. Honestly. I'm thinking about it. What is even the rot like? By the way, I think Topic is going to be great. I think Topic is going to be fantastic. What is even there? Like, okay, you got Caruso, who's 30. Kenrich is 30. And then Hartenstein is what? 27? Topic and Jovic are gimmicks. Jovic is kind of a gimmick. Topic is not a gimmick. Topic is not a gimmick. Pretty sure they have great players getting cheaper. Yeah, Wiggins is on one of the best contracts in the league. One of the best like non-rookie deals in the league by a lot. I mean, they gave him a 5-year deal. I mean, that was... Yeah, and by the way, Jovic, I'm still in on. You guys know I've liked him, but Topic is not a gimmick. He's a walking paint touch. Tyler with the 499. Topic looks good, minus his beta running form. Topic is going to be good. Sorber, I don't know. Yeah, I have no clue. I doubt we'll see much of him at all this year in any like serious capacity. They have to start making apron moves next offseason. Yeah, I mean, between Dort and Caruso and Wallace, like one of those guys will be gone. But here's part of the thing. Here's part of the problem, right? If you're looking at this from like a Thunder haters lens, and it's like, how is this team going to fall apart? All of those guys I mentioned, are valuable players across the league. Not only valuable players, but very valuable players. And then Hartenstein, like they drafted Sorber so Hartenstein could go. They're not going to paying all three of Shea, J-Dub, and Chet is going to ruin them. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. AJ Mitchell contract is fantastic. Yeah. That wasn't a 5-year deal too, was it? What's his contract? 3 years, $9 million? Yeah, that's nice. All that, and Jokic still took him to 7 games. Yeah, I mean, that was... The Nuggets are going to be... I think... So last year, you guys remember, last year, I was pretty much like, nobody's like, the playoffs aren't going to be remotely competitive. That's genuinely what I thought going into them. I thought the Thunder were just going to fucking steamroll everybody. And that obviously ended up not being the case. Got taken to 7 by twice. But I do want to say this. You're still talking about the baby Thunder. Like, this was a baby team. I absolutely do think that the Nuggets have a chance though this year. So I won't be super I won't be planting my flag on the Thunder are just going to steamroll everybody. I don't think that anymore. But I do think, I don't know, why on earth are we not penciling in the Shea getting better, J-Dub getting better, Chet getting better, all of these guys getting better? All of them are under 30 besides Caruso and Kenrich Williams. This is still a baby-ass team. And then they're adding, they didn't lose anything at all, but they're adding Topic, who absolutely would have gone top 5 in last year's draft if he didn't tear his ACL. Topic, Sorbo, I don't think is going to do much, but you're adding Topic off the bench, which is something they desperately needed, was a guard off the bench like that. So, OKC are the favorites, but Nuggets are my pick purely because of Jokic greatness. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. Honest to God, that's completely and totally fair. Could absolutely, yeah. Case and Wallace is going to get better. Do you wish Luka was worse, or are you happy he's great as soon as he came? Because we all felt with Luka, there's always a chance, regardless of anything. Do I wish Luka was worse? What do you mean? Oh, are you saying so the Mavs could tank? I mean, the Mavs went to an NBA Finals and two conference finals. I think they did okay. This is one of my things I hate the most after the Luka trade, where it's people are like, the Mavs failed. It's dude, they did a pretty good job. Honest to God, they did a pretty good job, man. They made a conference finals when Luka was, 23? How old was Luka when they made the conference finals? Pretty fucking young. And then made the NBA finals in the year he started the season as a 24-year-old, and he turned 25. He was 25 years old, and they made the finals. They did a pretty good job of building a team around him. And yeah, Luka pretty much dragged the Mavs to the conference finals in 2022, I meant. Obviously, Brunson was incredible against the Jazz, so then Brunson kind of fell off a little bit. And then Luka damn near single-handedly won them the Suns series. But that last year's team was stacked. So I got to push back on some of this, Luka carried them to the conference finals twice. No. Let's slow down a little tiny bit, because that finals team was fucking loaded. And statistically speaking, people shit on me for this. People shit on me for always shitting on me for just openly stating a fact that the year the Mavs made the finals was statistically Luka's worst postseason. Am I saying Luka was bad? Absolutely not. I mean, that just goes to show how fucking insane Luka is. At least playoff Luka. Yeah, that team was fantastic. Yeah, but the Timberwolves series, he was unbelievable. I feel even our eyes told us that at points. Yeah, I mean, I do think... I don't think Luka was good in that series against the Timberwolves at all this past year with the Lakers. I don't think he was good. I know his numbers, I'm actually surprised at his numbers. 37-7 or 37-6 on decently good efficiency. I thought he was bad in that series. Full stop, I thought he was bad. I think people get upset with the word worst, even though it was. Dude, people get upset about anything. So, I've noticed this, and I never read Locked On comments, ever. But Nick and Isaac will, send them. And when we do anything, this is one of, the most insane standums there is. I actually think, and I think part of it is because I've interacted with them the most. Obviously, I haven't interacted much with LeBron stands or what's another big-time standum? Are Russ stands. I haven't had a reason to really interact with those standums. The Luka one is just Like, I don't know what it is. It's just boom, go time. The moment you mention anything, it can't even be like, yeah, it was statistically his worst postseason. It's like immediately see red. Like, we have to get so angry. So anytime, like, we did one where Nick said that Cooper Flag's in a better position to succeed than Luka straight out of the gates. Not even a hot take. Just true, right? I mean, the Mavs roster that Flag is inheriting is just a billion times better than Luka's rookie year. Mind you, not a single thing was said about Luka in a negative light. Just comparing the rosters of the teams they inherited as rookies. And like, you would think that we were on the podcast, like, no, Luka's actually fucking garbage. And like, he's a piece of shit trash player. Connor with the 5. The Mavs get anyone but the Celtics and maybe Pacers. Luka has a ring and the trade never happened. Celtics are the best Eastern Conference finalists, is 16 Cavs. Yeah, I mean, of course the Mavs make the finals and it's like that juggernaut, unstoppable Celtics team that was going to beat anybody they played. I'm telling you right now, they would have lost to the Pacers. They just would have. I believe that this year too. Anybody who says like the Mavs would have won the finals this year, I say no, they would not have. The main reason I say that is they were just too hurt. Like, even if you say we're not doing the trade, and in this universe where we don't do the trade, Kyrie doesn't tear his ACL. Okay. But still, that team was just so injured. Right? You would have had a banged up Luka in the playoffs. You would have had Lively and Gafford both coming back a week before the playoffs started. The insane Luka stands are overrepresented and insert themselves in everything. They're kind of like LeBron stands. Yeah, and I want to be very clear. Like, there are. I am talking about the very loud minority of Luka stands, because some of them are in here right now. Like, there are plenty of Luka stands who discovered me because of the Mavs and Luka and hung around even after the trade and still hang out. And by and large, I'd say 90% of them are just really cool. I mean, I have people, even after the trade, I had people who like hit me up in messages or even like email me and be like, hey, dude, if you're ever in Slovenia, hit me up. And I'll make sure you see all the shit. Like, really nice. Now, that could be a ploy for them to kill me, kidnap and kill me. But it's a very vocal minority where it's just like, dude, you're doing too much for no reason. Trae Young to Denver for Murray and Brown. Huh. I don't know if that fit makes much sense. But let me go read the comments on this. Let me go read some comments. Okay. The very top comment. Yuvani, 17 months. You can't even have standards for a player nowadays. Dude, trust me, I know. The amount of times I got blasted for saying things that eventually led to him getting traded, unfortunately. You had to see it you had to be there. And if you guys were there, you know. The very top comment. How can you compare a professional basketball player who won everything in Europe with some kid who just played in school? Dear God, stop this bullshit. Never once in a million years did anybody say that. You know? They just see red immediately. And it's not even like it's a clickbait title thing. It's like the title isn't even that clickbaity. Is there going to be any content on Eurobasket this month we'll be watching? I will be watching, absolutely. I don't know about content necessarily because FIBA is just so strict. FIBA is so strict. But absolutely, I'll be watching. Was this? Wait, it's Sadi's fault Luka was traded. The only reason I started watching the NBA again was because of Luka. But even after the trade, I'm going to continue watching the Mavs, but I'll also be watching the Los Angeles Lucas too. Yeah. Nick has Luka on the title more than when he was a Mav. Well, to be fair, it's funny because I had a video recommended on my thing, and it was TGK blasting our episode of Locked On Mavs because we were talking about Luka. I mean, look, here's the reality of the situation at hand. It's impossible to talk about the Mavericks every day and not mention the Luka trade in some capacity along the way. Especially over the past 2 weeks when Luka's been the forefront of every single news story revolving around the NBA. It's August. There's not much to talk about. Luka's press tour, Luka's weight loss has been literally the center of the attention in the NBA world. That's just the truth. So naturally, it's going to be talked about by fucking Mavs people. Like, duh. That Locked On title saying Cooper Fly can't bust is hilarious. Wonder if Nick ever noticed that. He did. But like, I'm looking at it. I mean, I'm looking at Locked On does every fucking day. And over the last 2 weeks, Luka's been in the title, unless I'm missing something, twice? That feels normal to me. I mean, I don't know. And again, mind you, he just signed a contract extension. He's been like the biggest story of the offseason. Does it kind of piss you off that he's actually getting in shape now? That's all the team's asking him to do. It doesn't really piss me off. I've never focused on it. If you are a little upset, that's totally fair, I think. But, I mean, I feel like he's had off seasons where he's gotten in shape. He does look to be in really good shape. I will say that he got in shape every offseason. That's true. He does look really good right now. So he's on Locked On 1 or 2 times a week, and even he seems to struggle to find something to talk about while on there. I mean, it's all like, this is literally we are in the dog days. This is the slowest time of the year. You have to basically manufacture things to talk about. Yeah, I saw the Nurkic thing. I don't understand why stans who claim to hate Locked On show up every day and listen argue. Well, I mean, like, these people obviously aren't listening. Because literally, the top comment, how can you compare a professional basketball player who won everything in Europe? That's not even what the fuck we're doing, dumb fuck. Benzo Yerman. I just looked at his comment history on Locked On. Here's one. Hey guys, not sure if you noticed, but no one cares about you in Dallas. Not anymore. Sorry, but it's true. What's up with these people? What's up with these people? Kleba also looks fit as hell. All right, can I say I saw the Kleba thing today. I saw people, and I'm not, look, I'm just saying this. I saw people are like, yo, he's on that Luka. He's on the Luka plan. It's like, no, Kleba's always been jacked. Kleba just like works hard on his body. He's a professional athlete. What are we even doing? Like, Kleba always looks in shape. So most guys don't need to do most guys are just in shape and do it. Like, what are we even talking about? Kleba's always been fucking massive. Kleba's always been swole as hell. As a Lakers fan, I thought Kleba only shot threes. He does. He does. Please take it easy on my guy Maxey. I know what Lakers fans are going to do. Please take it easy on my guy Maxey. Whatever absolutely insane delusional expectations you are currently setting for Maxey, please take it easy on him, okay? Please take it easy on him. JJ putting Maxey in that. Yeah, that was. I thought Maxey was gonna be like, "Hey, Maxey's active," but we don't. They put his ass in there almost immediately. I think Lucas stands are pissed off and defensive because he gets shit on by everyone the past year. I think at least on Twitter, Lucas stands need to realize that I think a big reason why they get so defensive and people egg them on is because they are so quick to just unleash. So people egg them on. I remember Maxi Kleber shooting clinic against the Jazz that random playoff game. Dog, Maxi Kleber in the finals run, I don't know if the Mavs beat the Clippers without Maxi Kleber. Like, straight up. So, you honestly don't have anything to talk about anymore. You really had one of the best players in the league. You traded him. LMFAO. I'm so sorry, bro. LMFAO. I mean, I have plenty to talk about. That's what's hilarious. The Mavs, like, even if we're doing it from a Mavs perspective, the Mavs just won the NBA lottery and have Cooper Flag on the team now. When he used to guard Giannis really well, Maxey and Giannis had like two guys going at it. Yeah. I mean, I'll always be a Maxey defender through and through. Was he a frustrating player? Yeah. Was he streaky as hell? Yes. Did he reach a point where like his inconsistency offensively made him like difficult to play a lot of the times? Yes. I'm honestly good with your content. Cooper Flag is a decent player, bro. LOL, he's even close to Luka Doncic. Who the fuck is saying that? Oh. Nobody's ever once said, like, I've never said that. Apart from Nico and Pink Shrek, I still love the Mavs team and community. Who's Pink Shrek? It's kind of heartbreaking when Nico said he went to the locker room and Maxey apologized for getting hurt. Yeah, that was sad. Can you build an 8-man rotation of your favorite Mavs role players? Not off the top of my head, no. Pink Shrek is Dumont. Oh, Yogi would have to be in there. I mean, obviously Marquise Daniels is in my starting five. Yogi's coming off the bench, absolutely. I love Jay Crowder when he was with the Mavs as well. And you want to know who else I absolutely loved? Al-Farouq Aminu. Is calling Tyson Chandler a role player like almost a disservice? Like, when I think role players, I think like the Maxi Klebas of the world. I don't even like no, Monte Ellis is not a role player. No, I think Vince is a role player, absolutely. Like, I see, like, Sean Marion. I feel like calling Sean Marion just a role player is like damn near a disservice to him. Peja, yeah, for sure. Peja's goated. Trey Burke in the bubble. Actually, fuck that, because that got him just like the stupidest contract you'll ever see. Jason Terry, role player, was he a star? Yeah, I don't know if I would call Jed a role player either. Would you put any current Mav on that list? Oh, for sure. I mean, how can you not love PJ? I mean, Najee. I mean, dude, this Mavs team is pretty loaded. Like, it is. Its depth is incredible. Tony Romo, for sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. What do you think about Slow Hoops Fan Hero of the Day? Hero of the Day is the blue hair guy, right? I don't not really think much about him at all, really, to be honest with you. Nahara's on that list for me. Damn, Jet's 11th all time in threes. That's actually crazy. That's insane. So I like Boban, right? I mean, how can you not love Boban? The gimmick got too old for me to the point where I wouldn't put him on there. It is hilarious that, like, we're only a few years removed from the Mavs just having like gimmicks on their roster. And like multiple gimmicks. What gimmick he started Game 7? Yeah, a fucking gimmick. Our current roster, number 13 player, might start on the 2023 Mavs. There's no might. Let's be very clear. Dwight Powell is starting on the 2023 Mavs. Would you consider Tamari Jr. a gimmick? No. As time's worn on, I've grown a respect for Timmy. And I defended him as much as you could defend him at the time when he was here. I was pretty much done with him, but... I mean, dude, seeing Cooper Flag is crazy. I'm not going to get used to it. I am not going to get used to seeing Cooper Flag here. Tim Hardaway Jr. is going to be good on the Nugs for sure. TH Jekyll's totally horrible joke. No, what did we used to say? It was THJ is terribly hoisted jumpers. Terribly hoisted jumpers. What's your Eastern Conference playoff teams? I mean, well, I'll think about that closer to the season. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm pretty proud of the fact we're an hour and a half in, and we've been rambling about basketball for most of it. Because I was just about to say I don't have anything to talk about, and I'm reserving most of my basketball stuff for the Clips channels. So make sure you subscribe there when I do rambles. Like that's where I'm like saving most of my basketball takes for the time being. I just don't have many. This wasn't a clickbait title, by the way. I did have some stuff I wanted to ask you guys about content moving forward. Am I pretty much done? Do I have anything else I want to say? No, not really. You've probably been asked this before, but is there a lane from Mavs historic games rewatches? I'm really happy you asked that, David, because that's actually stuff of part of what I want to talk about. All right. Let's get a little personal. All right. Content moving forward on this channel. I want to make sure I have this all sort of mapped out before the season starts, because once the season starts, it's just things are happening and it's so difficult to like map this stuff out and change it on the fly. So I'll be doing locked on post game shows. We talked to Nick about that. Doing that again this year. Love doing those, right? I really do want. So right now we have memberships on the channel, and there's not a single thing. There's not like a single thing that's you get from being a member, other than getting access to some like fucking emojis or whatever in the chat, emotes. I do want to really start to mastermind and game plan a membership package that is worth it. And I also want to do it in a way that doesn't necessarily gatekeep content. Now, obviously, if you do a membership, and if I were to do a membership and launch a membership program, I would try to, I'm making it worth it, right? The reason why I haven't done one yet, even though people have constantly behind the scenes told me I need to, is because I don't like paywalling content at all. And two, I haven't figured out a way to fully make it to where I feel like it's 100% worth it. So I'm trying to figure some of that out. I have some ideas and stuff, but I'm trying to figure out ways that would make it worth it to be a member. Obviously beyond just supporting the channel, which I always appreciate, but make it to where you guys get something and it's not necessarily taking anything away, right? Members get access to VIPs and playback. That's something I've thought about. Some random with the 10. Sheet misses stream. Sag. For some weird reason, I'm becoming higher on Lakers. Maybe just coping at this point. I believe there's a world in which they finished top 5. Had them out of the playoffs. But top 5 in the West or top 5 in general? I think they could go top 5 in the West. Absolutely. I think they'll be a good team. I think the Lakers will be a good team. I don't think they're like a championship contending team. I think they're good. But I think there's a lot of good teams in the West. That's the thing. You have 3 championship contending teams at the top, in my opinion. For sure, Thunder and Nuggets. Rockets, it's always hard to project that on like a younger team, but I think that they're that good. And then there's just like a cluster of teams. Appreciate you turn down casino offers and gambling. Yeah, I mean, that's just something. And never say never there. I go on Locked On and we'll do ad reads for, I don't do them, but we'll do ad reads for, DraftKings or whatever it is. Fantasy. I don't know which one it is. It's always funny when it's like I'm on Nick will do the solo cut when ads and I'm just completely zoned out. I'm checking texts. I'm doing something else. Whenever I'm on there with like Isaac, it is just me and Isaac. Isaac will have me on the screen too, and I have to be like, oh shit, I'm on the screen. But yeah, never say never there. I'm gonna be real. Like, if a time comes when like a book company or something offers me like something I can't decline, Some ran with the 2. How much to change your shirt? Come on, you fucking gunners! That starts this week, right? Why did Luka block you on Twitter? I don't know. But anyways, let's lock back in and focus here. So there's something coming. It's something that's been in the work for months now. And I've reached a point where I'm about 99% certain it's happening. Pretty sizable, pretty big. That will almost certainly change. K Martyrs, what's your deal today, bro? Like, honestly, is everything all right? All of Adelson's money isn't going to protect you. Bro. Take a deep breath, man. We're doing basketball content. Okay? Take a deep breath. Everything's going to be okay. We talk about basketball. I'm not talking about life-altering stuff. I'm not even talking about politics. We're talking about basketball. Like, Jesus Christ, man. Some of you guys just like fly off the fucking deep end. Like, it scares me sometimes. I'm just like, dude, tone it down. It's not going to be okay. You're Mavericks with that owner. All right. There is something that's coming that's going to change how content is presented to you. So I guess I'll ask this. When the season starts, I know I've said it a million times. I know I've said this before. Some random with the 5. In my opinion, I appreciate you not taking Vegas money, but at the same time, why? If people's going to gamble, they're going to do it with or without you promoting it. I don't know. All right, so let me. Sorry, guys. I'm going to give you guys a focused fucking. I'm going to focus here in a second, but let me address this. So, it would be one thing if it was like. Peace out, Stringer. It'd be one thing if it was like, hey, DraftKings pays you just an upfront thing. Like, hey, we'll give you X amount of dollars a month. We'll give you X amount of dollars an ad read. That's how it is. That would be one thing. The model for how creators make money off of sports books and stuff is by the audience members depositing money and subsequently losing that money. So that's where there's the gray area for me. And that's, that's how advertising works. I get all of that, right? But there's I think gambling is incredibly dangerous. And hey, I do it from time to time, right? But I do think it's a dangerous, slippery slope. And if it's like the only way I make money off of, I want to be clear, I don't have a no gambling stance. I gamble. I'm not like anti-gambling, but in terms of how like the creators have to make money off of it, I think it's a little shitty. Like, it's one thing if it's like, yeah, you have to put a $50 a $20 deposit, you get $50 back, and then I get a cut of that or whatever. Like, that's, whatever. But it's different where it's like, hey, buy a hat. If you want to support my channel, buy a hat, right? This is $35, but at least you're getting a fucking hat. At least you're getting something of value. Some random with the 5, I see, so it's not an outright fee, but an affiliate scheme. Yeah. But to be fair, though, that's how pretty much every single advertisement thing is with content creators. It's all affiliate schemes, which is why there's always codes. It's, it's SeatGeek. Use my code. It's, what are some of the other ones you see? Manscaped. Use my code. That's what it is. My hat never got delivered. When'd you order it? Every hat that's been ordered has been shipped. So if you haven't, did you get a shipping label thing? Like a shipping thing? 4 months ago. It said delivered. But not to my address, apparently. All right. Find my email and email me. I think it's in the description. I always think it's gross as YouTubers that are like, here's my bets. Y'all do the same ones. Yeah, some random guy got a... No, haven't you hit me up before? All right, I'll get you right. All right, I have your order pulled up. Huh. I wonder what the fuck went wrong. Nico caught one of your hats and is taking all the newly delivered hats? I guess so. I will say I did get one Return to Cinder one, but then they like taped over the original label, so I don't know who the fuck it was who the fuck it was for. GD Hoops with a $4.99. You ever see pro podcasters like Shane Gillis do DraftKings reads and they're just cook up the nastiest parlays you've ever heard? Yeah, that's another thing too, where it's like it'll be like PJ Tucker 5 threes. But it'll be like you cook up parlays that are going to lose. I don't know. I feel like it's one thing, and maybe I wouldn't have much of a problem if I'm just like, hey guys, if you are going to gamble, you use my code and do it here. You know, it helps out the channel. If you're going to do it anyways. But you know, I will say this, Lil Nesso. For all of the hats I sent out, very little problems. Very little problems. So I'm happy about that. I'm trying to figure out if I want to do one more Mavs veteran hat drop. One more. Because I had, like 50, I think, available. I received my hat 2 days after it shipped. Yeah, once it ships, you should get them pretty quickly. Unless you're... I just looked at all the orders that I shipped out. I looked at all the orders I shipped out last week, and there's still some that are in transit or delivery. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 7 that haven't been delivered yet. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those are out for delivery right now. And the 2 other ones are in transit. And those are, yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Those are international ones. Some ran with the 5. One day you're going to get big enough to ship internationally. I mean, I do ship internationally, but the shipping is crazy. And I can't control that shit. That's through Shopify. I've had people hit me up like a little upset about it. I don't know what to tell you. Whenever I did shirts last year, I did shirts last year, I didn't include shipping, and I got fucked on international orders. There was a few of them, but I straight up like lost money. Was like basically paying out of pocket $20 in the end. And I was just like, what the hell? What went wrong here? So I charge for shipping now because that's what happens. Like that's what you're supposed to do, but I didn't realize that there's a box you have to click. Nick, when the size of a kiddie pool, let me know so I can wear it. You must have a giant head, bro. I have a huge head. My hat fits me perfectly. Will hats be available for Christmas? I want to ask my wife's boyfriend to buy one from Santa. So I talked to my guy Jacob, who helped me design it, and we both kind of agreed that once the season starts, we were like the hats were going to be done, just because it's from last year. But I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Trying to think about what the next merch drop should be. In my opinion, merch, I slept on merch for so long, but it is like the best way to, you know, it's a great way to support. Yeah, I've bought merch from people I support. To support a channel and then also get something out of it. You know? Because I mean, I really appreciate when you guys donate or become members. But what if you got something out of that? You know? Pledge to the flag. I really want to do a flag thing. My idea right now is in this house, we stand for the flag. Like a play on that. Salute the flag, lean heavily into the stolen valor vibe for cultivating. Honestly, yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Delivering to Asia. I mean, I don't know if Shopify offers it. It has your name on it, bud. My name's not anywhere on this, by the way, bud. A main event. Delivering to Asia. Shit is produced in Asia. Actually, mine's American made. Like a small little local business. I think that the hats themselves are probably from China. Yes. Made in China. There you go. So you didn't take any responsibility for the stuff you ship out. Dude, you're not even making sense anymore. Like I don't know what gimmick you're playing out here, but you're not even making sense. You're just trying to sell shit. You don't really give a damn about the Mavs. Mind you, I've sold 2 items of merch in my 4 years, 5 years of making content. 2 total items. Did you hear back from Love Field about the flagpole? Oh, did I tell you guys about that? I did hit them up. I was like, yo, what's up with the flagpole? And all they said was, not my job. Like, that's pretty much exactly what it said. I said, hi, hoping this is the right person to contact. When will the Cooper flagpole be revealed? And they literally said, not my job. Okay. All right, so let me focus. Oh God, we have fucking derailed this badly. Because I actually had important stuff to talk about. So let me lock back in here. Okay. Wonder what the legality of using the Mavs names or player names. I mean, they could. So I don't know about Mavs necessarily, right? But like Flag, Mavericks, anything that's overt, I think. Yeah, they'd clap you, I think, pretty easily. If you have items to sell, I hope you take responsibility for the items that you sell, is all I'm asking. What do you even mean, though? I don't understand. What are you even getting at? Like, what you're saying doesn't even make sense. I warehoused every item that I've ever sold. I've packaged it myself. I have taken them to the post office myself. I don't even get what you're saying. While injured. That's right. Well, I'm just trying to understand what this guy's even getting at. I don't think he's trolling. I think he's being dead fucking serious. This guy's just mad. All right. Serious talk. Serious conversation. All right. So there's a big thing in the pipeline. Kanye once said, back before the Nazi stuff was happening, all I needed was the infrastructure. Sometimes that's how I feel. All I needed was the infrastructure. So, no, Kanye is not involved. Big things in the works. Slightly Early's coming back once the season starts for sure. How would you guys feel if Slightly Early daily show was on a different platform, on a different channel possibly? Every day, live, same thing, different show, different platform. Now, that's not to say this channel would be done, because this channel would still be producing stuff. No, it's not Bleacher Report. I think Bleacher Report's done. No. When I say different, I mean different channel. What would this channel still be? Live watch-alongs, right? Like, and I do want to do that. Nightly's kind of crazy, right? But I want to do that more. A whole new channel and a whole new thing. It's not Twitch. I'm not going to fucking Twitch. Yeah, it'll still be on YouTube. I shouldn't have said platform. What I meant to say was channel. If it makes you bigger, I guess, but I think in the long run, you better than that. So I don't know like what I don't know what I can say really right now. But there's a completely new venture coming that I will almost certainly be a part of, that has some real backing, that you would start to see more content from me for sure. One, more content. Two, a little up in, I don't know if I'd say production value, because I do value the just kind of the camera, webcam, microphone thing. But more avenues for more creative stuff. How about that? So is that channel going to only be for members? No. No, not DLLS. I know I'm being too vague. I know. Basically, my only question is, how would you guys feel if Slightly Early still existed, but it was just on a different channel? And I think I will bring back Spotify. I don't know. I'll have to ask, because honestly, I don't want to be responsible for dealing with all of that shit, because there's more that goes into it than you would think. The Clips channel, I fully expect the Clips channel to be popping. As in, I want the Clips channel to almost be a nightly thing, where I'll just post like a nightly ramble about stuff from the NBA that day. I want to still do live watch-alongs, and I'll still do live post-game shows. So basically, my question is, what is y'all's capacity for content? Because I feel like in my brain, I want to churn out so much. Will eventually sell out. No, this isn't a sellout thing. I mean, obviously there's a financial component to it, but it's not what you guys think. It's more of an ownership opportunity in something I think has some real legs. I know I'm being super fucking vague. You finally get a press pass? I honestly don't want a press pass. Like, I wouldn't go. I would not do any press related things. I've had this conversation with plenty of people, and this comes up a lot. But I think there's an overlooked, when it comes to content stuff. Do you guys really care if somebody has a press pass or not? Like, let's be honest. About this other show, will it just be you or more like a real show like Locked On DLS? No. It will be me. 100%. That was a big thing in discussions about this new venture. It will be 100% me. It will be the same exact fucking thing. And then on this channel, video-wise, I've been thinking about this, but this channel might not see like a huge influx of videos, but that's only because I do want, and I will still post videos here, but it might be a weekly thing that are a little bit more high effort videos, if that makes sense. Similar to, the trade timeline. Like, I fucking love making videos like that personally. I love it. I love making videos like that. We'll have a no cussing vibe type? Absolutely not. No. That was another thing. Absolutely cannot do the PG thing. Absolutely not. It will be the same exact thing. Am I joining a network? I shouldn't have brought this up yet. The thing is though, is I'm not entirely sure what I can and can't say. Well, I am going to do it. And I guess the thing is I don't know why. In my brain, I'm just like, once the season starts, I can't change anything. I don't know why the fuck I think that. Like, obviously I can. Slightly bad news, less money in long form. That's fine. Honestly, that's fine. It's not like I'm making, it's not like I'm making a ton of money off videos anyways, on this channel at least. Yeah, we'll be doing the watch alongs, absolutely. What new benefits are you thinking about adding to members? I'm not sure yet. The fuck? I have a couple of ideas. It's not through Locked On. It's a completely new thing. I have a couple of ideas. Like, I've had ideas of like, what if I did... It would just be kind of stuff like, all right, if I was like weekly, I were to do like more of a long form, not like the Mavs time. I'm not talking an hour and a half or anything like that, but 20, 30 minutes, high effort video. And it's like, if you are a member or support the channel, maybe you get that video a day or two early. Maybe what I was thinking, maybe there's like a voting process in getting the next topic for a video. Yeah, I'm still doing post games with Locked On. The NBA schedule is supposed to be out this week. I've never cared about the NBA schedule release. No, I've been in the Zoom in thing because I was just talking about something. I want to start doing interviews too. I want to start having like people on, and not like a serious one, but just like fun, have people on, like talk about certain things. Something I've never really done. What kind of content would you do on this new thing? I mean, it would be literally pretty much the exact same. I mean, I'm telling you. But in terms of newer stuff, well, that's the fun little fucking mystery box. It could be a lot of things. And there might be, I'm going to be honest with you guys, there might be some NFL stuff this year. I don't know. For some reason, I'm feeling... For some reason, I'm feeling an itch. You should do a trivia game for your members or contest or something. Yeah, so I guess what... All right. Let me ask you guys. If I were to say, hey, guys, look, nothing's changing. Things are fundamentally the same. But I'm finally doing like a Patreon / YouTube membership stuff where there's like finally access. Like there's finally something worth your money beyond just supporting the channel. Cray, 31 months inside Delusional Club. Are you doing this full time now? I mean, I put in full-time hours pretty easily, if that's what you're asking. We are approaching that time where I'll have zero free time. I do other stuff, but I won't say what it is. I won't say what it is just because I don't want you guys to know. Got to be honest, from creators, I dislike interviews. I just want to hear creator talk, not some random. All right, so I do actually agree with you, which is why the having people on thing would be more of a, like having Nick on, or like people that I already have a rapport with, and it would be more so like just chatting and bullshitting versus, like, I'm not talking, like, I'm not going to do player interviews, you know? You get what I'm saying? It would be more so like, again, having a rapport and we're just having on like I'm wanting to have Joe Star on soon. It'd be like that type of stuff versus player interviews. I agree. Player interviews fucking suck. They're boring. But what would be like that's like a membership thing that would be, make it worthwhile, but not be, I mean, the game is the fucking game. You know what I mean? The game is the game. Like, paywalling content is just something I'd never, ever want to do. The Rangers are in a funk right now. The Cowboys have less than a month for the start of their season. The Mavs schedule is going to be released this week. Interesting times in Dallas area. I mean, the Rangers are done. I feel stupid as fuck because like 3-4 days ago, I tweeted out that I was happy they were good. They're done. They're finished. They got to be the most swaggerless team I've ever seen. I don't understand it. They are the most lifeless team I have ever seen. They have no swagger. And it doesn't help that like their swagger guys are awful. Like Adolis is horrible. And Jock is terrible, although he's heating up a tiny bit. But those are like your swagger guys. And the problem is like Seager, Simeon, those are your best players. Simeon's not that good anymore. But like Seager, and he's just like quiet as fuck, which is fine. But this team just like needs something. Like they need a shot in the arm in the worst ways. They're just so robotic and boring, man. Who's winning the World Series? There's so many teams that are having rough patches, huh? I know the Phillies are a good team, but you got to beat good teams. Like this team is in like the thick of a playoff race. You got to beat good teams. You know, like you got to beat them. Brewers always shit their pants in the playoffs. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I think the Mariners honestly have a good shot. Are we like banking on them though? Dodgers again. They're like super hurt though. Phillies are pretty nasty, and this feels like it could just be the Phillies' year. Sally's reviving Bally Sports as a podcast channel. No, it's a completely new venture. With some pretty interesting talent involved. I will say that. The Jays are pretty good. Let me rephrase that. Some pretty interesting local talent. I don't want you guys thinking there's like some Stephen A. Smith stuff. JFK? Yeah. If I had the luxury, which could be a possibility, the luxury of like a production crew, I want to start a Slightly Does Things. Slightly Does Things. Because I was just thinking, I want to take up golf. I really do. I want to play golf. And Nick Isaac and I were talking about how funny it would be. Like, how funny it would be just to do a golf thing. To do a golf thing. And make content out of it. Will it be NBA? Wait, what was it? Is it Mavs content or general NBA? So I mean, Slightly Early would still be the exact same. It would still be the exact same. But there's I guess I really have worded this in not well at all. And I know it sounds confusing only because I don't know what I can and can't say at this point in time. But pretty much everything would say the exact same, but there's got to be more stuff now. And the new stuff might not even be NBA related whatsoever. Very soon, easily within the next few weeks, next month. But the reason I potentially got brought on to this is this was what was said to me specifically, is for my personality. Not for any NBA takes, not for any NBA analysis. So we'll see. I'm pretty pumped. I've got a lot of ideas in this noggin of mine. Just don't let this channel have died and have nothing to come back to if it doesn't work out. No. That's not a possibility, man. That's not a possibility. There will still be stuff on this channel daily, pretty much. If you saw Cooper Flagg in person, only have one question to ask him, what would you ask him? How's it going, bro? What's up? Really hard to understand what you're putting down here. I know. I know. I shouldn't have said anything. But I was trying to gauge, like, all right, so you guys wouldn't mind if Slightly Early was on a different channel, but it still existed. Cool. You guys don't mind that everything else would stay the same. You guys don't mind that videos on this channel, which were always inconsistent anyways to begin with, if they maybe shifted more towards once a week, more in-depth, higher effort videos, replacing whatever small trickle of videos you got to begin with here. And also you guys are pumped for potentially like regular, I almost want to do nightly recaps, reactions on the Clips channel. And then potentially a membership offer. That's all I was asking. I'm once again begging for you to stream Star Wars Jedi Survivor would feed families. Okay, this was actually another question I had for you guys. All right, I want to look, dude. We are in the shits. Like I'm being, it's the smallest, most dead time of the year. Are you still doing? Which, by the way, I gotta say, I've had some people say that like my channel. I mean, we had 200 people in here at one point today, which, by the way, for this time of the year is pretty fucking good. Like I think, where I've been in the past around this time of the year, that's pretty fucking good. No, we're getting slightly GM for sure. When does that game come out? Yeah, we're still doing playback streams. Absolutely. Like the live games, like live game reactions is an absolute like core piece of the Slightly Biased experience. So live game reactions and the Locked On post games, that stuff's still happening. Okay. All of those, both of those things are happening 100% this upcoming year. So those are not going anywhere. No, I want to do gaming stuff. The only hang up I've had with gaming stuff, and I still have it, sounds like nothing but new things coming, not much changing. I'm down for it. That's exactly it, really. But the thing though is what I'm trying to get at is it might just be in different locations. Slightly, why don't you and the crew do like Rec 5v5 like in 2K? I mean, we might. My only thing is I don't know where to do gaming content. That's been my big hang up with gaming content. I don't know where to do it at. I don't really want to do it on this channel only because Summerman with the 5, is your content going to be more collabs, still solo stuff? I mean, this new channel, my guess, you are not going to own it, but you have a say in the content. Will you have a say in the content? Yes. I mean, the content I make will be whatever I want it to make. There's potentially more avenues for stuff. Can you add a perk for your subs to follow your parlays so we know you pay, so we're paying you to show us the good bets? Hell yeah. I just don't know where to do gaming stuff because I don't want to do it here because like the YouTube algorithm it's not very friendly, right? So just posting like going from random basketball talk to a live game reaction to hey, I'm playing Oblivion today. It's just like crazy. So I thought about playback. The only thing is, I feel like the playback audio is just not, or the audio and the quality is just not good enough. You know? That's just personally how I feel. But I really don't want to make another new channel. Like, I also really don't want to make a new channel. Can we get VODs of playback streams? Yeah, actually, VODs, playback does offer VODs as long as it's not... Oh, no, they've changed it. Have they changed it? Oh, yeah, playback has VODs now. Playback has been up in their shit, for sure. Make a channel with just War of the Worlds content? Dude, fuck yeah, I would love that. Can you multi-stream on separate platforms? Yeah, I mean, I could multi-stream like from playback and YouTube and stuff like that. I think try it on playback and see if the audio issues are overwhelming. All right. Yeah, I don't mind doing it on playback. I don't mind doing it on playback. But then I guess my other question would be, the thing about the gaming stuff is, how on earth do I make it happen? While also, like, if there's fun moments from it, I want to be able to clip those and upload them onto YouTube. How is that even possible without just a Slightly Biased Gaming? Is the VIP threshold bug still alive for playback? You guys know about that? That's a widely known thing. Are you referring to the fact that yeah, but I want the Clips channel to only be basketball or sports related for the time being while I figure some shit out. So there was a playback when you guys would ask, go in the playback mode, like, can I get a VIP? And I was like, I can't touch the VIPs right now. Is it because they did change? I used to have 100 VIPs eligible to give out. Then I'm guessing once the playoffs ended and stuff, they cut that down to 50, but I still have 100 VIPs given out. I do have 100 VIPs given out. So I haven't touched it. Damn, so you have too much going on. I know, that's what I'm saying is I don't want to fucking have a third channel. I do not want to have a third channel, man. Especially if I'm telling you guys like, hey, there's a new thing launching. It's going to be its own channel. Now it's 4. Am I just overthinking this? Like, am I just completely overthinking this shit? You're saying yes because you can handle multiple channels. Mainly I was saying, am I overthinking? Okay, your bigger YouTube creators, how many channels on average do they have? One? That's not true. I guess it depends. I guess it depends on what they do. Huh. I know Kenny has like 12, but how many of them are active though? Mr. Beast has one for like every language. Hell yeah. No, why not? Most of the people I watch have exactly one channel. This is everything, not just sports. Well, let me explain it to you from a YouTube perspective. The algorithm is pretty harsh, so it's important to have your subscribers watch your content right when you post it. So if you have a channel that's just like such a variety channel where it's like, hey, today I might be talking about basketball, tomorrow I'm going to be playing Oblivion, and then the day after that, maybe I'm talking about the newest conspiracy theory. Like all of those it's like, that could work if you're like one of the tiny handful of variety channels. Like people just like, I don't give a fuck, I'll watch whatever. And you guys could say, you guys who are in this chat right now will be like, yeah, well, I know you guys would, but I'm saying, I have 30,000 subscribers. Most of them are here for basketball stuff. Pretty much all of them are here for basketball stuff. I wish that was the case. You're here for the calves? The calves are small. The right calf is, at least. We're getting there, though. We're working on it. That's part of the process. What's up with all this Trae Young Mavs shit? 'Cause Have you, Nick, or Isaac ever played any games together? Do they even play games? I don't know. I would be down for that. Dude, should we just stream on this fucking channel? Games. Like, honestly, what am I even saying? TLG with the 5. Can we just skip to the part where you get canceled for something you said 10 years ago and started an OnlyFans? No. I'd rather not. I'd rather not do that. So I think everything is interest-based now. Just like TikTok, subscribers don't matter as much anymore. You could have one video with 500,000 views and another with 20. I do think subscribers still are pretty important in the YouTube algorithm. Yeah, TikTok I don't think means shit. You a PlayStation guy? I will be playing on PlayStation, yeah. So what all right, what game do you guys want to see? I said Oblivion, but that game's did I miss the Did I miss the mark? Star Wars Jedi Survivor and Elden Ring? Elden Ring? Oh, Battlefield. I played the Battlefield beta. It was fucking incredible. Elden Ring would be quite funny, huh? So I have Elden Ring. Machinima. They're not still around, are they? Dude, wow. What a blast from the past, man. Back when you saw when you got the Machinima logo, you just knew you were in. You knew you were in for a treat. I think Elden Ring is the one, honestly, because I've been wanting to play it. I've really been wanting to play it. I bought it and I haven't. And I'm gonna be real. It's maybe a perfect game for me to play with you guys there because I'm gonna need help. Because it's one of those things where it's like YouTube took TikTok's interest-based algorithm. Essentially, YouTube will feed people what it thinks they will want to see. Sometimes you can go months without seeing people you subscribe to. So from what I understand about the YouTube algorithm, and maybe it has changed, the thing is like if anyone who says they understand it is lying to you. They don't understand it. It changes all the fucking time. I can tell you this as somebody who might have a separate paying thing that they do that starts with a J that deals with SEO stuff. This shit changes all the time. The problem with Cyberpunk is that I've already played through it once, and I'm already like somewhat into a playthrough. Nobody understands this shit changes all the time, right? So, but I know pretty recently, you're like how many of your subscribers click your content within their first 24 hours was like a massive factor in how much Chris moved NBA My Career roleplay. My career games are boring as fuck to me. Like they just are, especially once you get to a point where you're averaging like 60, 20, and 20. But we will absolutely do Slightly GM again. I mean, that's 100% happening. Slightly GM is making a comeback. That was really fun. That honestly, I think that was some of the most fun content we've ever produced. It went under the radar. If you missed out on last year's Slightly GM, do not miss out on this year's. What is Slightly GM? Not here long enough to have watched it. We like basically role played The new 2K came out and we role played being the GM, and we went hard. Like, it would take us 3 to 4 hours to get through a season. We weren't just like, we were like, we were adjusting rotations. We were really mapping out trades. We were really scouting prospects. How many rings did we end up winning? Wasn't it 4? We had speeches. We had spats with our owner. We had like Derek Lively. Derek Lively was such a diva that we had to trade him. Like, he was so fucking annoying in the game. But then remember, we traded for him back. We got him back for a championship run one year, and then he was still a diva, so we let him go that offseason. Oh, yeah, we were assembling some insane teams. I mean, some of the trades were horrible. I tried my hardest to, like, make the trades be somewhat realistic. But the trades were just... What was the Mikal Bridges and Julius Randle team? What was that trade? We got Julius Randle and Mikal Bridges from the Knicks. This was before the Cat trade, so the rosters weren't updated. God, I forgot what the deal was. It was horrible. Man, we had Franz on the team at one point. We had all the Wagner brothers. Remember, it was Franz, and we picked up Mo Wagner, and then there was wasn't it Ryan? It was Ryan Wagner, but we pretended it was Wagner, and we pretended there was another one. Gotta do a GM for the Suns and have AI be your owner. So I've seen this before, and I think it would be kind of fun because, honestly, 2K, my GM is so easy. Like it's you're gonna win multiple rings if you have any clue what you're doing. You're gonna win 5, 6, 7 rings pretty easily. I have seen like make up like random scenarios and have it be randomly generated. Where it's like, oh shit, my owner just said we have to cut costs. Because that's the other thing about it too, is like, I don't think they fully have the apron rules in the game because we were just over the second apron, like $500 trillion into the tax every year. And it didn't matter. Our owner never gave a fuck. None of our assets got frozen. What was the guy's name? The guy we drafted number 1 overall. Again, the 2K GM gets so easy where it's like you can get like number 1 overall picks and be winning. What was that guy's name? And he became he like we didn't finish out his career, but he was going to be the best player in Mavs history. I think he won MVP like his second year or something like that. No, it wasn't Wagner. It was a center Knight. Wasn't it Knight? Something Knight. He was like an 86 overall rookie or something insane like that. Yeah, it's so easy to exploit, which is why you have to like... I tried my hardest to make things as realistic as possible because it is very easy to exploit. Oh, and we got Topic, and Topic was like the greatest 6th man of all time. All right. Yeah, we'll do an Elden Ring. We'll do an Elden Ring. Is it so? It's possible to simulcast. Yeah, Elden Ring marathon. PS, it's so hard though. Yeah, but that's what makes it fun though. I can simulcast on YouTube and Twitch, right? Man. Yeah, I forgot 2 years ago. I'm looking at Twitch. 2 years ago, we streamed Starfield. I feel like that was pretty funny too. What a disappointment that game was, huh? What a disappointment Starfield was. Are you planning on summoning viewers, maybe members? Summoning. Is that a thing? I have played maybe 30 minutes of Elden Ring. And I know nothing of the game to make things more fun and interesting. All right, I'm gonna hop off today though. I'm about to work on a video I'm gonna post on the Clips channel. And then, so tomorrow I'm gonna post a video on the Clips channel, but I got some other stuff to do, so there won't be a stream. Wednesday we will go live, and that might be it. We might be doing Elden Ring then. Yeah, I played Bloodborne. The only thing about gaming streams is I could see those easily becoming... Might have to change the times I go live. Because I know me. I know me. Fuck around and be live for 12 hours. All right, folks. Thank you all for tuning in. All the OGs, you guys, I love you very much. Could have spent your Monday anywhere in the world. You decided to spend it here. New subscribers, I promise you guys will not regret it. Donations, remember, you guys never have to do that, but helps me out tremendously. Makes me feel so good. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. I will talk to you all later. Video coming on the Clips channel later today. Love you all. Talk to you all later. Bye.